Hello, mystery fans. My name's Brian. This is Casper, your host and mascot of the channel, person in charge of, leaving comments and whatnot. And this is my weekly wrap up for the first week of January. Wow, we're not going that far. As well as plans to what I want to read for my next week. So I started off reading Midnight Rain by James Newman, and I got about halfway through, enjoying it a whole lot, and then I remembered it's the first Wednesday of the week, and my book club is Wednesday for the library, so I had to put a pin in it and read Carrying Albert Home by Homer Hickam. This is Homer Hickam from the memoir October Sky, or Rocket Boys. Also, there was a movie made in the 90s, early 2000s, something like that. But this is the same Homer Hickam. And this story, however, Rocket Boys followed him and his friend group and their quest to try and get out of the coal mining town. Carrying Albert Home is a story his parents told him growing up. And when his parents first got married, they received an alligator, supposedly, as a wedding gift. Would you like to have it as a? Would you like to have an alligator as a wedding gift? Yeah, no, not me. But Homer's mom fell in love with this alligator, and reluctantly, her and her husband, who's also Homer Senior, decided it'd be best just to take the alligator home to Orlando. And on their way, they had all kinds of journeys. They met all kinds of people, kind of like Forrest Gump in his tale. But this was kind of more of a supposedly true story, but maybe a bit more far-fetched. Either way, I enjoyed it. Most people in my book club enjoyed it. There were for people who just felt like the book was just too long. But I don't know if you can hear the cats outside. My goodness, they're fighting.
Ooh, cat fight.
I gave it a 4-star. Some people gave it like 1 because they felt like it was too long. But yeah. I picked back up James Newman's Midnight Rain. Afterwards, read that, finished it, and it was a okay read towards the end. I started disliking it because, of course, language is always going to be a issue with me. It always just kind of it's just it is what it is type deal. I'm gonna have to live with it. In modern age, people just don't have a way with words anymore. Says a person who says and like and a lot.
He has such a way with words.
Still, that to me is just it kind of distracts the book. Also, there are certain scenes in the book that I did not like. Kyle is the name of the boy, and he comes home one evening and hears his mother engaging in love-making activities.
Someone gouge my eyes!
And there's just certain things that they describe, and I don't want to hear that. Also, certain body parts on his mom and other people is just described as yuck to me.
Ew!
So that brought it from a 4-star to a 3-star for me. Just forewarning you. Then I was able to complete another book, so I got 3 done hurrah. 2 from my own library. This one, Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. This was another solid mystery. This is an Australian Aussie writer. He also wrote another book, train book that I've read before. I'll put it up here, and it was a solid mystery. 3 stars, 3 stars in my opinion. 3 stars. I know 3 stars is always it's a good book in my opinion. It's not great. It's not amazing. Uh, it's decent. It was entertaining. It kept me entertained. Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what we're leaving, right? Right. Um, Having said that, I kind of feel like I need to go back to some Agatha Christie. I've already read Mystery Affair at Styles. Um, I read it in I want to say September of last year. So I don't like rereading books so close. I can't do that. It's just my brain needs a good break. I haven't read Agatha Christie in a while. Well, I mean, back in September, but her books in general, I haven't read them in a couple of years. So we'll go ahead and pick back up, continuing book 2 in the Poirot mystery, and see if I can get my reading mojo to get back and replenished. I'm not by any means tired or anything. It's just let's get some Agatha Christie and some nostalgia back in the tanks. And then lastly, before I let you go, I will show you off my book end. This is not a book nook technically. This is a book end. But this is the one I completed just after my first one, which is right over there. The one I showed off last week. But yeah, this one was a whole lot easier to put together, and you can see it is a bookend. It's not a book nook. Has all sides bookends. Just kind of will sit the edge, and it sits right here. If you will want to see it in the future, but yeah, that's it. I have one more book nook to show off. I'm kind of taking a break from it for a little while. As I said, I kind of want to work on my Agatha Christie puzzle for a bit, and that takes some time to put together. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle, so it's a bit of a hill to climb. But I enjoy doing that kind of stuff while I'm listening to audiobooks and things of that nature. Another book besides Agatha Christie. I will be joining Sarah over at her channel. She's doing a book club, her contemporary romance channel, and I'm going to read The Ballerina's Secret. I think. Let me put a pause. Yes. So it is The Ballerina's Secret, and it's a contemporary romance. And I know people are just like, Brian, you just said you didn't like listening to those scenes, and not all romance books have those scenes in it. Some might have. I'm okay with like kissing here and there, fade to black type romances. But this one is a woman who is deaf, and it kind of made me remember my mom. She wasn't deaf, but she did interpret for a lot of people. She knew American Sign Language, so yeah. that is my plans for this this week in January. What about you all? What are you planning to read, do, or just in general? Let me know in the comment section down below. Have a good one.